neighbor's tornado shelter. I never thought that I would do this, friends, but right now I am sitting in my neighbor's tornado shelter at almost midnight. God bless this woman. I just met her a couple days ago over her baby goats and discussing over the weather. She said if you ever need to, you can come over and use the shelter.
Absolutely.
And we are here today, friends. It is super dark. And right now, the sirens are going off. There's emergency vehicles right outside. I'm not sure if they're just giving the warning about the weather.
Listen.
There is nothing that's gonna happen here except the presence of God.
Absolutely, Nancy.
Okay, friends. Nothing is happening yet, thank goodness. But it's more of a hurry up and wait until the sirens go off. Meanwhile, we'll just sit down and chit chat with the spiders and the neighbors.
The storm, the actual, not the tornado warning, but the actual red part of the storm. So we're going to be in the storm once it starts.
And I am sweating like a weekend woman in church. I don't know if you can see me because it's totally dark out here, but I know you can hear the tornado sirens. Well, the wind is picking up. We are only a few feet away from our house. Well, that was exciting. So, this is what you look like when you come outside of a tornado shelter in Oklahoma in almost 100-degree weather where the tornado sirens are going off. And the weather alert started going off, as you all know, in the south, here in Oklahoma, in Tornado Alley. You gotta keep an eye for the weather and the sirens. Everything was fine until the sirens started going off, which is no big deal. It happens all the time for us here in the south. But one of my neighbors that has a tornado shelter just across the street from the RV park, she told me the other day, if the storms get really bad, I know there's no shelters around here, feel free to cross over my property and get in the shelter, no problem. And I kid you not, guys, I had this conversation with this woman like 3 days ago, and sure enough, we ended up in her shelter tonight. Yeah, there was an imminent tornado warning and to seek shelter now, so we do what we do. We get out of bed, put some clothes on, grabbed our stuff, got the animals, and run over to the neighbors. And we just made it back. And this is real. This is exactly like Bill said. I'm like covered in spider webs sitting in that basement, but we made it, and I always document everything for you guys, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And are you ready for this apocalyptic scene? This is Bella. She's usually pretty tough. Unless there's big storms, she really doesn't like big storms, so she comes and tries to find her daddy. Say hello, baby boo. I'm gonna go in the bedroom now and try to get some rest. It's 2 o'clock in the morning now, y'all. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. At midnight, we were in the tornado shelter. It is about 2 days after the tornadoes here in Marietta and the bad weather, where Bill and I had to seek shelter. I'm going to maybe take a drive out to Marietta and see if I can be of some assistance to any emergency services and see if I can help someone, because I know they need the help. Right behind me, friends. That was just part of the damage that I just found. I haven't found anyone yet that needs assistance, which is good. That is good. We want to see that everything is going according to plan, that everything is going good, and there's no need for assistance for me out here, but we're gonna keep on driving and see. All right, friends, I went to Marietta, and you're gonna see I got some footage of some of the damage from the tornadoes, and fortunately it looks like law enforcement has it under control. I didn't see any need for me to stay. It looks like the tornado hit just part of the end of Marietta that consisted of part of that gas station, the Dollar General, the hospital, and a nursing home. I will post the footage on here, and of course they had it closed off for security and safety reasons, so I was not able to go out there and park and bring the news to you from the source per se. It looks like the sheriff's department and emergency services have it under control, and right now it's just cleanup and rebuild efforts. But I am glad that I came out here and make sure that nobody needed help. I'd rather come out here and find myself that it's all under control and be happy and go home than have to stay home and not come out here and come to find out that poor Grandma Belle needs some help removing trees and debris from her house, and she doesn't have anybody to help her, right? So that's what I was gonna do. I was just gonna be a helping hand. I was just gonna show up. Hello, Mr. Cow Trailer. And just see where I could help. And the damage is pretty bad, and I can't even explain what it's like to see the aftermath of a tornado. Not to mention what it's like to be in a cellar in Tornado Alley during a tornado that causes that type of damage. But ladies and gentlemen from YouTube, you know me, that yours truly I always have to be out there. I have to be of service to somebody. There's always somebody that needs help, or at least a kind word. We have to have empathy in others.
In 2 miles, take exit 5 toward Oklahoma 153 West, Hideaway Road.
If there is a need in your brethren and you can supply it, do so. I know I do. All right, friends, I am going to go ahead and finish driving home. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. I am interested to know, have you ever been through a tornado? Or have you been in a cellar during a tornado or any other natural disaster? Let me know in the comments below. What did you do? Reporting from Marietta, Oklahoma, Nancy with Dim Blue Lane. Back to you, Chuck. Who's Chuck?
In a half mile, take exit 5 toward Oklahoma 153 West, Hideaway Road.
Okay, friends, Nancy signing off, and we'll see you on the next one.